Well, hello, BBDO University. I'm glad to be here on tape, talk to the creative directors. And the question they asked me is, well, it's two questions. As a creative director, what new skill did I have to learn to become a good manager that I didn't need as a good creative? And then it says, if you could look back and give yourself one piece of advice when you became a creative director to help lead, what would it be? So really, it's the same answer, because I would advise myself to do the first question. So the new skill, I think what happened was, when I first became a creative director, you're new at it, you're young, so you act like the boss, and you're very autocratic. And what I found was that my staff was kind of scared of me. In fact, I remember somebody giving me advice, my former creative director, saying that I have a way of doing things, and if the staff can't adopt to me, then too bad, and they're out of here. And I guess that's what I kind of did. And what I found was that I was still a writer at the time, and I was winning all the awards, and then I had a staff of like terrified eunuchs. They were just. So I had this epiphany that I couldn't get all this work done, me just doing it, and that they weren't being effective. And it struck me that I was going about it all wrong, and really that the advice I had gotten from that previous creative director was all wrong. And it's not that they have to adjust to me or else they're out of here. I realized I kind of had to work for them and adjust to them to make them good and to have a whole bunch of people doing a lot of good work. And what I realized was each creative person has their own, insecurities and neuroses, and you have to treat each one differently. You have to adapt to them and their needs and do for them what they need to produce. So you really, it's like maybe one creative might need, they're just, a starter idea, because they don't know how to get started. Then once they get started, you give them the idea, and then they top it. Right? So that's another creative might need. They have a lot of ideas, but they don't know how to pick which is the good one. Or they don't know how to develop them. So you help develop and work the right ones. Or one might just need to be a sounding board. Or one might need you to edit. Or one might need you to just, like insecure, wussy creative, like, oh, you can do it, you can take, and then just make them feel good. Or maybe one needs a kick in the ass. Everybody needs a different thing, different combinations of things to get them to perform. It's not about you and your ego, it's about them. So really you are there to lift them as opposed to them being there to serve you. And then what I found is after I started doing that, it went from me winning like 6 awards myself to like 12 art directors and writers winning 20, and we're Agency of the Year. And then that's real leadership, that's being a manager. And so that's the advice I wish somebody had given me. Make it about the staff, not about you. And the other thing you should do is, when you fail or there's a failure at the agency, you take the heat on it. You take the hit. And then if there's a success, let them take the credit. And it's not really thankless, because if you have year after year of great success at the agency, people know that was you. So it's really kind of an egoless, lifting others up job, I think, to be really successful. So that's the best I can offer. So I hope that was useful. Have a good session.